everybody is actually looking forward to owning a house.
I was very, very happy when I got the allocation for the house.
Mortgage can actually work in Nigeria.
Good evening and welcome to the program Everyone Deserves a Home, a program that sheds light on mortgage housing opportunities and the achievements of the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria. I am Aisha Mohammed Ahmed, your regular anchor. Tonight, we will take a closer look into FMBN's operational structure, focusing on its branch offices, the backbone of its service delivery. Specifically, we will be spotlighting FMBN FCT 1 branch office, its functions and vital role in turning home ownership dreams a reality for Nigerians living in the FCT. As always, our regular segments will keep you informed with the latest updates in the housing sector. Do stay with us. Welcome back. We'll begin the program with news stories from the housing sector. In our lineup, FMBN plans big for low and middle income earners towards home ownership. Nigeria calls for innovation and global partnerships to tackle urban challenges. Details of these and other stories coming up shortly. The Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, FMBN, is intensifying efforts under the National Housing Fund scheme to provide low-interest mortgage financing to public and private sector workers. This is according to a recent report released by the bank, which shows a rise in NHF participation, with contributions growing by 3 billion naira in 2024 to reach 103 billion naira, up from 100 billion naira in 2023. The report also showed that employer enrollment also increased to 658 organizations and 178,619 employees registered in 2024, compared to 556 organizations and 113,577 employees the previous year. The bank also revealed that it ramped up housing delivery, completing 1,044 units in the past year, with 6,853 additional homes under construction across 106 locations. This project, the bank says, caters to both urban and rural populations, expanding home ownership opportunities nationwide. On the federal government renewed hope agenda for housing, the FMBN says it has committed 100 billion naira as an off-taker guarantee for the Renewed Hope Cities and Estates program, starting with 3,112 housing units in Karsana FCT. The FMBN says it will continue to provide low-interest mortgage loans to NHF contributors and cooperative societies, ensuring broader access to home ownership. Nigeria has called for innovative solutions and stronger international cooperation to address pressing urban development challenges. This appeal was made at the opening session of the 2025 UN Habitat Executive Board meeting in Nairobi, where world leaders gathered to discuss sustainable urbanization amid economic and geopolitical shifts. Speaking on behalf of Nigeria's Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Architect Ahmed Musa Nengiwa, the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, Dr. Shoaib Belgore, emphasized the need for a reformed approach to urban development. He noted that as cities continue to expand, developing nations bear the brunt of climate change, economic instability, and infrastructure deficit. Kenya's Cabinet Secretary for Lands, Public Works, Housing and Urban Development, Honorable Alice Wahome, also warned that urbanization is placing immense pressure on infrastructure and the environment, calling for strategic planning to manage rapid population growth in the cities. In her address, UN Habitat Executive Director Anna Claudia Rosbach revealed that only 12% of Sustainable Development Goal targets remain on track, while over 1.1 billion people live in informal settlements, and global urban development faces an annual $5 trillion financial gap. The UN Habitat Executive Board meeting paves the way for the General Assembly in May, where world leaders will adopt a new strategic plan and elect leadership to guide the future of sustainable urban development. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, the program is Everyone Deserves a Home. Many Nigerians do not realize the full extent of services available at the FMBN branch offices. There are a total of 40 branch offices nationwide, and these offices serve as direct access points for mortgage services, helping Nigerians navigate the home ownership process. In our next segment of Building Blocks, we'll take a closer look at the FMBN branch office FCT 1, its functions, operations, and contributions to Nigeria's housing sector. Keep watching.
The Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria has a mandate to give ordinary Nigerians access to affordable housing through the provision of various mortgage options. As the sole administrator of the National Housing Fund (NHF), Nigerians, irrespective of their location, can obtain loans to build, buy, or renovate their homes. The FMBN operates through a head office in Abuja, 8 zonal offices across Nigeria, and 40 branch offices nationwide. At the heart of FMBN's Abuja operations are the FCT 1 and FCT 2 branch offices. These offices serve as a vital link between aspiring homeowners and the bank's various mortgage products, facilitating seamless access to affordable housing finance. The FCT 1 branch office oversees the processing of the National Housing Fund (NHF) contributions and also ensure that eligible Nigerians access these various loans, which include NHF Rent-to-Own (RTO), Home Renovation Loan (HRL), and Individual Construction Loan (ICL). With the appropriate and required documentation, these loans are being processed and disbursed to beneficiaries to enhance customers' experience and service delivery.
You either go for the RTO or the HRL. But the RTO is easier on our own part because we already have an existing properties built by Federal Mortgage Bank, financed by Federal Mortgage Bank. What is important for you is just to come and fill the form. We give you the form, you fill the form, you bring it back, we assess you, then we link you with the developer. The developer will provide the house, and we process and package it and take it to head office for an approval. Once it has gone to head office, it doesn't take much time, and we're sharing you that a lot of people are keen in.
How about the HRL?
The HRL as well. The limit of HRL is 1 million naira. It's within the approval of the zonal manager. That one, in a week time, we can be able to get the approval done. And we take it to head office for payments, and head office usually make the payment in good time. If we can get all our documentation in good time, honestly speaking, 1 week is even getting is too much. We process applications here, HRL, within 3 days if everything is okay. Is with the core banking, it's seamless. Very, very seamless, honestly speaking. And I'm telling you this one, I put it before any other person. If you have your document, your HRL is in good time, you bring it here, we process it. It will leave our domain within 3 days max. We take it to the zonal manager. Zonal manager grants an approval and give us for an availment. Once we have already done the availment, we take it to head office for payment within the shortest period of time. The individual construction loan is a new baby on board. But honestly speaking, some people are keen in. It has some little, because it involves other parties. The legal deed, the title document, these are some of the constraints that most people find it very, very inconvenient on their own part because they could not be able to provide such document. But however, our processes are the same. Once we have already gotten all the documentation in respect of each and every class of loan, we process it in good time.
With the customer being the major center of attention, the organization upholds the I-PACT principle, which include I, integrity, P, professionalism, A, accountability, C, customer centricity, and T, teamwork. In 2024, the FCT 1 branch demonstrated outstanding performance, excelling in loans approval and work surface expansion. The branch surpasses its target by 150% growth while achieving a notable increase in NHF collection, progressing from 50 to 70%. This remarkable feat solidifies its position as the highest collecting branch within the FMBN network.
Our achievement is so wonderful. In terms of loans, we have already met our target. The headquarters has given target to each branches on the number of loans to be created, the number of mobilization they should do on a daily basis, the number of registered employees they will do on a daily basis. We have already surpassed our target by almost 150-160% in the year 2024. Yeah. It's only in terms of my collection that we'll move from 70 to about 85%, which is 15% achievement in terms of target. And FCT1, as it is the highest collecting organization in the entire federal mortgage bank structure, that is among all the 36 state offices and all the zonal offices. Federal mortgage bank, if you come here in the afternoon, if you see the number of people, the crowd of people that are coming seeking for our product, how do we operate? The number has increased tremendously. So this is one of the few things that we do, and we were able to achieve this thing because of the respect we have for the customers. Customer centricity is one of our impacts, and FCT1 is leveraging on that thing to provide an excellent services to our customers, irrespective of the nature of their contribution, where they come from. In as much as you show interest in Federal Mortgage Bank, we are here to serve you and to serve you better.
Beyond mobilization, sensitization, and registration, the branch has also adopted several strategic initiatives to enhance service efficiency, streamlining loan application process, and strengthening customers' engagement strategies to ensure better service delivery.
We respect our customer. Our customers is our king. So applications are treated within the stipulated time of operations. We receive applications both from government employees, private sectors, and informal sectors, ranging for all our loans windows: home renovation loan, rent-to-own, and as well as ICL, individual construction loan. These are the three major loans that are processed in the branch and zonal offices for now.
The time frame for loan processing is a common concern for applicants. The branch manager explains the reason for some of this delay.
The delays usually comes from the customers often than the bank. When a customer, you ask a customer to provide document A or document B in respect of to facilitate the process and hasten it to be in a good time, the customer sometimes is very lackadaisical in bringing those documents in good time. So, we have our limitation on how far we can be able to handle your loan when you could not be able to provide us with the documents required of you that could be able to enable us process the loan in good time.
Innovation remains a top priority for the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria. With ongoing digital transformation efforts, the branch has adopted the core banking application to enhance efficiency, significantly reducing turnaround time and ensuring seamless operation.
Is the deployment of the ICT. We really appreciate the present management for the deployment of the ICT and standing firm, ensuring that the ICT has been deployed 100%. This is one of the aspects that reduce the turnaround time. The second one is the perhaps maybe the logistics. If we could be able to get everything in good time, our systems are off and doing, our other materials are good and doing. It's a seamless transaction. It's ICT. We have to thank God that for the present management for the deployment of the ICT into the processes, it reduced the turnaround time seriously. If it was before, your application comes here, it's manually. It's taking like 2-3 weeks before you can be able to leave the branch, but unlike now.
Beyond loan processing, the branch fosters partnership that drives housing delivery to those in the formal and informal sector across Abuja and beyond. Through effective stakeholder engagement and mortgage financing initiatives, the branch collaborates with developers, cooperative societies, and contributors to facilitate access to the National Housing Fund NHF scheme.
One of the cardinal points that the present management draw on the how they want to drive the Federal Mortgage Bank generally. So, stakeholders engagement. We key in and see how we're going to do a little of our own part with the management as a branch office. We were able to engage a lot of developers on who saddled with responsibility on provisions of mass housing. We are trying to, or we've been introducing our customers to them so that they can be able to key in and have access to the National Housing Fund. This is on the part of the developers. And on the part of the contributors, we encourage the contributors to go out and see any of the houses of their choice. They can be able to bring it, and we can be able to process it through the mortgages. It's not only mortgages; is not limited to only houses that is developed by the National Housing, developed by the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria. Any other house that was developed that has a good title is not incumbent in any way. It can be key in through the National Housing Fund, and Federal Mortgage Bank is willing to finance the transaction to the fullest.
Aligned with its mission to provide affordable housing, the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria FMBN branch office diligently follows management directives to actively promote the NHF scheme. It works tirelessly to raise awareness about its benefits and reinforce the message of home ownership, ensuring that the National Housing Fund scheme is brought to the doorstep of every Nigerian.
At the branch level, we are trying to see how we can be able to support the management. At the higher level, one of the products one of the ways is through the New Age. New Age is being poised to provide information in respect of FMBN activities, and they've been doing well for some time. And other aspect, we have a lot of platforms that you can be able to reach Federal Mortgage Bank. We have our Facebook, we have our Twitter page, we have all the social media aspects. You can be able to reach Federal Mortgage Bank in that. And in addition to that, we in the branch, we are planning to provide a lot of awareness within the market squares, within the shopping complexes. We've already drawn our activities, and we're going to implement it soon. You don't blame somebody who doesn't know what you have, but you can be able to blame him when you pass the information to him and he has not reacted to the information. What we're trying to do now is to bring them on board. We're trying to pass the information around to them and tell them this is Federal Mortgage Bank, this is what we have. Our products are sellable. We have the services that can be able to satisfy all the Nigerians on the housing needs. This is the only institutions that has that kind of services that each and every Nigerians will come, whether you are in the public sector, private sector, and will provide shelter to you. We'll provide roof on top of your head. Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria.
Welcome back. You're still tuning into Everyone Deserves a Home. There is a common misconception that the National Housing Fund scheme is only for government workers, but that's far from the truth. Many Nigerians in private organizations and self-employed individuals have successfully accessed the scheme. Our beneficiary this week is not a government staff. He actually discovered the NHF scheme through this very program, Everyone Deserves a Home. He took a step and started a journey to home ownership, and his dream came true. Let's hear his story.
I can assure all Nigerians that if you apply, once it is available, you will get.
Definitely the scheme is real.
It's a big testimony to stop paying rent.
Excellent. Seriously excellent.
It works and is real.
Comrade Makinde Solomon works at the Nigerian Bottling Company in Abuja. He had been contributing to the scheme since 1995, but wasn't sure if it was real. He watched the television series Everyone Deserves a Home and took a step to pursue his dream of home ownership.
The journey of this home ownership began 2020. With an aspiration that I saw FMBN talking about Home for All, and we as contributors, in fact, we are a major contributor in the private sector. We had not benefited anything. We started contributing to FMBN since 1995 in our company. So we have that deduction on a monthly basis going on. I found out from a documentary media, Everyone Deserves a Home. When I saw it, that was when our company came the message that come. He said, everybody deserves a home. Where's our home? We've been contributing heavily, yet we don't have even a hut to stand for it. That's how I found out about it.
He initiated the documentation process for his home through the NHF scheme. Although he encountered some delays, improvements to the system eventually made the progress smoother and faster.
Once you have your documentation complete, I think the speed I've seen is encouraging. And as at now, the speed at which FMBN processes mortgage request and loan is very fast. They gave us encouragement deal to get this estate done.
He shares with us details of his home ownership experience, including the property type, total cost, and the hassle-free repayment process through convenient deductions.
This is a 3-bedroom semi-detached duplex. It's very convenient because I don't know if I could save that money on a monthly basis. If I would save on a monthly basis, it's not going to be regular. So that means I will not have a house. It's convenient and is not tight-fisting.
Comrade Makinde urged Nigerians to take advantage of the scheme.
Personally, then, I used to tell people that mortgage contribution is a national sacrifice. Nobody should expect anything. Until I get in and find out that it's not a national sacrifice. It's actually for the benefit of the contributors. I thought it will not work. But getting in there, I found that it's working. I'm saying it's working because I use a continuous sentence that is working. So if you don't get in there, you will not know how to. So the best thing for you to get in there and to ask, and you know that it's working.
He expresses his excitement about becoming a homeowner, describing it as a dream come true.
For you to be a homeowner in Abuja, you are a homeowner in Washington, D.C. So that's the way I look at it there. I felt very elated, a lot of peace that I don't need to start worrying about rent in Abuja again. Everyone deserves a home. Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria.
Our question for the week is, what is the FMBN doing to improve turnaround time for the approval of loans?
One of the things that the bank has done, we have brought in what we call core banking application. This core banking application has made the work easy. You, as a loan seeker, you can apply directly on that platform and your loan will come. So it doesn't, in fact, the management that we have now, it's every day, or let me call it every day or every other day, they call over for you to know, is there any loan approval that is still standing in your dashboard? You know, every person tries to clear their dashboard so that it is not standing with you. As long as the applications are properly filled, nothing keeps them. We give the loans promptly.
There, you have heard from yet another beneficiary. You too can start your home ownership journey. And who knows, someday we may also get to share your testimony for others to be inspired. For more information on our services, please log on to www.fmbn.gov.ng or visit any of our branch offices near you. If you're already a contributor, simply dial *219# on your mobile device to keep tabs on your contributions. Join me again same time next week, same station, for another exciting package. Until then, stay safe and take good care of yourself. Bye-bye.